In this tutorial, I want to spend a few minutes talking about the trim range function, which is a great function that will remove any blank excess cells that are above or below a range that you're selecting. So kind of the old way is if you selected a range, for example, like this right here, all of the blank cells will show up as zeros. But with the trim range function, all these cells that are not zero will just kind of be ignored. To show you what I mean, I can do trim range for the same area, and then just do close parentheses. All of the blank cells that were selected are kind of ignored, which is great because it, one, makes things more dynamic. So if I put stuff right here, it will then show up in the range. And also too, it makes it more flexible and just generally a lot more clean looking because the blank cells are shown up as zero. Now there are optional arguments that you can use to kind of really do specifically what you want. So to comma, you can select how you want to trim the rows. So you can have it be 0, 2 not trim rows at all. 1, trim leading rows, which is what's above. Or 2, trim the trailing, just the trailing rows, which is what's below the range that you're selecting. But the default is to trim both. Comma, column, do the same thing with the columns. You can have it be 0, so don't trim the columns at all. 1, trim the leading, so just what's above, or to the left, or 2, trim the trailing, which is just what's to the right. The default again is to have both and ignore just any blank columns that are being selected. And this is great too because you can use entire column references in a way that's still very clean. So just say d equals that column B minus column C, like this. It kind of spills and looks really ugly, right? Or you can do that minus that, for example, and it looks really ugly because the blank cells are now show up as 0. But I can do trim range around both of these, and without using any of the optional arguments, it will trim the range to just be this. If I add a new department like department 11, and they are spending more money than they did the time prior, so I guess then it will automatically fill in with the trim range function. That's it. I hope you found this to be helpful. If you did, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.